to the next topic. Well, here's an interesting thing. People send me links to their videos, or they'll send me audio files or links to audio files all the time. I get a lot of people doing that. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that you think of me. I'm really busy. I'm making my own videos and my own audio, and I'm playing my own sessions, and I'm writing books and all this. I'm a fairly busy person, and I'm married, and I have a family life and all. If I don't get back to you on your stuff, or don't get back to you like 2 days later, please understand, I am busy. I watch and listen to things when I have the time. It's not that I'm ignoring you or ghosting you or anything like that, but really, you should see the amount of email I get with questions from people, and I do try to answer all of them in a sort of timely manner. And like I said, people send me links to their videos. I just recorded a new video. Can you tell me what you think? Here's a link to a new audio that I recorded. Can you listen to it and tell me what you think? Can you tell me what's good or bad about it? Can you this or that? And it's like, I only have so much time. I love, seeing other people on YouTube. I like to watch things, and I do like to listen to other people's music, but I only have so much time. So if you don't hear back from me in 2 days, or even if you don't ever hear back from me, I'm busy. Maybe just write me a polite, hey, I sent you something 2 weeks ago. Did you get it? Have you had a chance to listen? Just be nice and polite. And sometimes I need a reminder too, because again, the volume of things that I have coming to me, you would not believe. So if I don't get back to you, again, be polite. Maybe send another email and say, hey, did you get it? And, maybe I'll give a chance to listen to it. But unfortunately, I can't respond to everybody. And if it's a short response, I can't always just write like 6 paragraphs about details about your performance and what you did. I can't. I don't have the time. But thanks, for thinking of me and sending things my way. I try to look at and listen to everything. This is for people, especially newbies out there, people who've really just gotten into this. And it's for anybody. It's for me even. Keep a notebook of what you were doing. Really. Just have a regular old paper notebook, pen or pencil, marker, however you prefer to write. Keep a notebook of your work in your studio. What you were doing, things you might have discovered, things you found that you didn't like this mallet isn't good on this gong or bowl or something. Combinations, you might go, oh, this gong and this gong work really well together. Write it down. Keep a notebook of your work, of your adventures. And even, you play a gig and you get home from the gig, maybe jot some notes down. I think that's important to do, because it gives you a record of your journey. It gives you a record of where you've walked, so you can look back on it and see what you've been doing. It's sort of a diary of what you're doing. I do that. I've been doing it for years. I write down all the stuff I'm working on, thoughts and ideas I get. I keep records of all that. I think it's really important. And another part of that is, especially when you're first learning, it really helps you focus in on things. Maybe you write down, I really need to work on this. I need to work on using my flumies on this gong. It helps you. A really important part of this is write it by hand. I know I type a lot of notes into my phone because I always have my phone, or into my computer and that, but I do write a lot of things by hand I prefer mechanical pencils. That's my preferred way. But when you write things out longhand, it has this real connection to your brain. And you can find this in research. You can go on the internet and probably find it somewhere. There's a definite connection to writing things out that is deeper, stronger, and longer lasting than using a keyboard. We tend to form a bigger bond, a better bond with the information when we write it out longhand. So keep a notebook. That's so important. A sound diary, whatever you want to call it. Just keep a notebook as you work in your own space and as you play your own sessions. Another part of this too is take audio and video recordings of your work. Everybody has a phone. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to have a setup like this with microphones and multiple cameras and to do all this. Use your phone. What I look at that as, it's very much like an artist's sketchbook. Go on some painting channels. Look at. I'll probably put a link down below about artists talking about their sketchbooks. But they draw in, they paint in ideas and studies that they're doing, trying to understand things. It's a sketchbook. They sketch, they draw, they paint, whatever in there. And it's a way of building up ideas and techniques and that. The same thing here. Record yourself. You can have a digital sketchbook. Save your videos. Save your audio tracks in a file on your computer. And you can pull them out and look at them. I mean, you don't have to do an hour-long thing, but just like maybe 10 minutes or even 5 minutes of something. Go, yeah, I'm going to work on this gong. I'm going to do this thing with the flumies and, just record it. It's very important. Artists have sketchbooks and notebooks. We need to do that too. It will only help you become better at what you do. It gives you a reference. And it also, by watching a video or listening to an audio of yourself playing, you get a whole different perspective. When I'm up here playing these instruments, it's one very sort of myopic, very close perspective because I'm right in it, in the moment, in that space. I'm right up there. Whereas if I have a camera back there and it's recording this whole thing and I can sit back and look at it, I can get the bigger picture and a whole different perspective on what I'm doing. Record yourself. Have a notebook, write your ideas, thoughts, progress, problems, everything. Write everything down in a physical notebook with pen, pencil, marker, whatever. And record yourself, video and audio. Put those in a file as sort of your digital sketchbook. Another interesting thing is I was playing and packing up, and somebody who's another sound worker was looking at my instruments, as you would do. I mean, I would go look at what somebody has. And they saw my mallet tray, and they go, "Are those?" And I said, "Yes, they are." And what they were pointing to is kebab skewers. Right? Kebab skewers. I use these. I love them for soft, gentle sounds. I can buy 100 of these for like $1.50. Compared to like, $150 for a mallet like this. I can pay $1.50 for a bag full of these, 100 of them or something. So look around. The things you use don't have to be made specifically for gongs or bowls or bells, and they don't have to be expensive. Kebab skewers, I love them. Japanese bamboo knitting needles. I think I got these for under $10. These are great. More soft sounds. Small sounds. So look for other things, but people are always surprised by that. Like, I'm surrounded by all this great gear, and then they see, are those kebab skewers? Yes, they are. Yeah. Find what works. It doesn't have to cost a fortune. Okay, I kind of got through all those ideas I jotted down, but one last thing here. If you're watching my videos, or if you see me play live, if you've read my books or my blogs, or bought some of my recordings and that, and it all interests you, I do teach. I teach here in my studio. If you are ever going to be in the Milwaukee area, over here on Lake Michigan, if you're ever going to be here, or if you're in the Chicago area or something and want to pop up for a lesson, let me know. I have people stopping here all the time, usually for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, and not for the hardy souls. They might stay all day. Yeah, I teach right here. I also teach over Zoom, so I can teach anywhere in the world. I have a nice multiple camera setup. As you know, I have nice audio and that, but I do teach over Zoom. So if you are anywhere in the US, Canada, Mexico, South America, Asia, Europe, Antarctica, Africa, wherever you are, Australia, I have people from all over the place who do take Zoom lessons. So send me a message on that. I'd be glad to do something. Let's just talk about teaching for a minute. I don't think of myself as a teacher per se. I think of myself more as a coach, where I try to take you where you are and help you improve what you are currently doing. I don't want to change what you're doing. And I'm not the type of person who says, this is the way I do it, you have to do it this way, there's only one way. I don't believe in that, because we are all different and we all work in different ways. We all understand information in different ways. I'm an extremely visual person. Give me a sheet, written out instructions, I will have problems with it. Give me a video or show me how to do something, I will get it right away. That's how I work, is visually. Whenever I need to fix something, I go on YouTube, find a video, boom, I know how to fix something. I'm visual. So everybody is different in the way they learn. So I don't try to say, do it this way because this is the way I do it and it works for me and it's the best in the world and you got to do it that way. No, I don't. What I do is I look at what you are doing, and maybe you tell me that you've got certain problems. So I will kind of help analyze your problems and say, well, have you tried this approach or that approach? Or, with grip, maybe you're having a grip problem. Maybe I'll suggest modifying your grip or trying a different grip. And it might be a grip that I don't necessarily use, but it might work better for you because your hands and body are different and the way you work is different. So I think of myself really more as a coach. You can come to me and I can help you improve what you are already doing and give you ideas and suggestions of possibly different things to try. And if they don't work for you, that's okay. And if you come back to me and say, well, I tried this and that and it didn't really work, is that going to hurt my feelings? Because I understand how that goes. And again, oftentimes I give people suggestions and say, Try it this way. It might be a better approach. And some people will, and they go, wow, I would have never thought of that, and it works better, and I like it. And other people go, well, nah, it just didn't, it wasn't right. Okay, that's fine. But that's how we grow. Trial and error. Trying things out, finding what works differently or better, or finding a second way to do the same thing, and sometimes this way works better, and other times that way works better. So, if you're interested in any of that, send me a message, connect with me on social media, or here or somewhere, and I would be glad to set up a session in person or over video here on Zoom. Okay. Well, I got a busy day ahead. It's early in the morning. I thought I'd get this down. Got a lot of work. I want to go through my gear. I do that once in a while, especially my stands and that. Make sure everything's tight and everything's in good shape. I've got an old rack I want to put up. I can't even remember what it is. It's in a case here. I want to see what's in there because I've cannibalized a few parts out of it. And then I've got a bunch of new instruments, a lot of new instruments. I've got some new mallets, and I'm going to be putting together some reviews. Tell you what I think of them. Okay. Go practice. Get some work done. Work on your craft every day, and you will see improvement. Thanks.